Let's do it, Overpass. I can't wait for this, right? Cloud9, they won this game before, the opening map of the series. It was an OT affair. It was 10-5 T-sides across the board. Liquid are going to have learned from a loss. We always say you learn more from a loss than a win. And even though Liquid won the series, well, they lost this map. So let's see if they bring the heat here into this one. Cloud9, CT side start. That means Liquid picked the T side, which I love. They want more of this rambunctious action, and they're going to send it towards the connector. 3 here for either side. OC collapses on the bottom. Will fall, but OC picks up the pieces with 2.
Ooh. They get out a connector. They leave that one over to Cloud9. And they're going to try and regroup to head into B. We got JT and OC left in the 2-on-3. And they've just missed the timing. Liquid already inside of the site. OC here, 2 to his name already, and he's looking for a bit more. Twist nails the shot and doubles up, actually. It's 4 in the pistol for Twist as Team Liquid lock in that pistol round. I miss seeing Twist on our screen, man. I got so used to seeing his face at the end of like Pro League and Road to Rio.
Did you just see the guy on the face cam? He's holding a Cloud9 t-shirt, but he's wearing a Liquid one. I don't respect that. Pick a side, dude. Pick a side.
What he's doing is he's playing both sides so that he always comes out on top. That is crucial.
That's a good reference there.
We got the force up.
That one.
We got the force up. We got the Cloud9 buy in the second round. I want to see these gun rounds, right? The OC modem combo amid the 1-2 punch, the CT aggression that Cloud9 often bring. It's something that Liquid expected in that series the other day, and it's something I'm sure they'll expect as well here and now. So will they be able to put a stop to it is the big question. 4 pistols and the scout on the sniper for the CT side. Liquid have cleared connector. Got everyone in middle here, full control. Twist is lurking down con side. OC's not going to see a thing from his position. In fact, if he does, they'll peek him close rather than far. Twist is trying to put pressure on B, but that pressure is sending Cloud9 back up towards the A site. They've made a bit of a read, and well, they have definitely put their glasses on today because it's the right site to be at. Liquid lining up utility and walking into a 5-man setup.
Look at this. This is chaos, what we're about to see. And I'm not talking about the esports club. Grim opening up with the frag onto OC. And now Grim following in that first kill to his name. Ooh. There's another. This time it's a Liege to lock it in, and a bit of damage done either way. But in the end, it looks like Liquid should be emerging victorious here. And indeed they are. They walk into the 5-man stack, and they emerge with 3 still standing. Team Liquid, they go 2-0 up. Now there's just pistols left to beat in this one. So that 3-0 lead should be pretty much locked in here for Liquid.
Yeah, one difference between Liquid and Cloud9 on these A-side attacks is Liquid, they love throwing the smokes down at Dumpster and Bank, whereas Cloud9 actually usually use Molotovs on the T side to cut off both these choke points. And the reason that's good is, especially when you're against low econ rounds, you can't have CTs rushing through the smokes and getting into the site like they just did. Cloud9 had 5 players in front of that util, but still Liquid are able to clean up the kills, so it's not an issue. Grim and Twist, the connector. You'll often see these 2 side by side. Cloud9 going to flash into middle. OC pops it up. Liege falls right down. That's not the start he wanted. He was alone, and now Grim needs to bail them out, but he's been dinked by the pistol. A Galil picked up. Now, this isn't a lost round yet for Liquid, but it could certainly come tumbling down. If Floppy finds success, that's the bomb, and he's trying to get a second one as well. Now the wrap from the bottom of Con. Twist has got the kills in the spine, and Motum should be dead as well. Naf's ready for it. Perfect timing. It's Liquid finding that 3-0 lead. Oh, Moses. It is him, Harry. In the flesh, in the Liquid jersey, with a big old microphone ready. In the cupboard.
Now, in the final show that me and Momo worked together, which was the DreamHack Showdown, he actually pointed out that I still had a one of those big old chunky, you know, freestanding microphones, whereas he went for the snazzy headset option.
Ooh.
I noticed he's made the reverse switch, so I'm curious what's going on there, Jason.
Sponsorships, maybe?
Yeah, that could be it, but I don't think Rode is a sponsor of it. We'll have to see. I don't know. Nades, woo! Goodbye, JT! That B site, man down now as the nades find a lot of damage out of the gate, and Team Liquid sitting pretty in a 5-on-4. They're going to regroup up over here in middle. OC has this AWP down here in connector, and he has a teammate in Motum watching his back. going to be able to play off of one another until that smoke goes down. And now any hope of playing off of one another is out the window. OC is now effectively locked here alone in middle, especially with Divider getting Molotov'd. OC's got to do this all with limited support from Motum, who's gone ahead of the molly, but in doing so, they're past him in the toilets.
Yeah, they can get to the A site, but the back of your head, you always know that you're going to get flanked the second you cross. Dewey doesn't realize the Motum's wide, and he gets caught trying to get the bomb onto the site. Elige now in a clutch. This man is made for these moments, but a 1-on-4, and Cloud9, with more time being given away, they're climbing up these stairs. Elige is going to try and put a bullet in them, but they've stopped dead in their tracks. They don't want to take this fight. Safe play from Floppy, just staying alive. And the AWP is now posted. Elige walks right into it. And Cloud9, they find their first. OC and Motum, always a joy to watch in middle. Not getting aggressive in this one, but Liquid, the grenade, full Astral is predicting it as well. We actually saw Grim hit that one shot onto the jumper from B short in the game that they played the other day. Like, incredible shot. Very hard to hit, but hey, grenades will do the job for you. Still 2 players with 0 kills on Cloud9, but that's not an issue. It was all down to the Amen, and now we're going to need to see them again as Liquid default 3 towards here. This is standard. We're going to see Twists a lot in the connector on his own, while Naf holds B. Liquid expecting those deep Molotovs, and they just smoke it off and take control. Jumping above the party, but OC can't see. And he's going to wait for them to come to the balloons.
Oh, keep holding. Keep holding. Keep holding. There's the leg. Oh, dear. Get back in. He's somehow still alive. He lives to tell the tale of the Team Liquid firing squad. Don't know how he's managed that, but he gets out of there with the AWP and now turns his attention over here towards long, where Stewie is aggressing with the scout, and that's the kill. Locked in for Stewie 2K. AWP now retrieved as well. He gets that much more deadly as he upgrades onto another scoped rifle. Mid control taken for Team Liquid. Motum's going aggressive in through long. I like this decision from him. He's in a position now where he can wrap these players as they try and move into the A site. But this all depends on these 2 players here not dying immediately. That sounds easy, but it's easier said than done, because lo and behold, they die instantly, and Motum gets dropped shortly thereafter. It's a 4th round for Liquid, guaranteed.
That's a lovely little side take there. The Molotov bouncing off the back of the bank wall to push out low HP JT. He couldn't stand there for any time. And then even the flash is catching the player in the corner. And at that point, because you've got those 2 picks and you know them, okay, we haven't killed Motum. He is their A player. Where's he gone? Elige makes the perfect read and swings wide on long. The one position that Liquid don't have and have yet to clear. Going to be another round for them. With 5 alive, the money will begin to build early into this game. Despite Cloud9 winning their first rifle round, it is only a short-term win. And yeah, the confidence from Motum coming into this game, especially on this map. Like, keep in mind, this is going to be a game of T-sides, especially on Overpass. It was last time. I'm sure it will be again. But Liquid already off to a very dominant start. OC, so used to the AWP.
You know it gets bad when you start taking this.
He's so used to the AWP. He's right-clicking with a pistol. But yeah, not a worry. The end of the world.
Oh, the smiley Stewie. Ooh, there's a lot of goodness going on.
What a danger. Quick molly for Naf going down the short side. If Cloud9 want to get aggressive, they'll have to smoke it or take damage. JT jumping, he's still going for it. Has this man not learned his lesson? Maybe not. Spam through the connector, but not going to connect to anything. Liquid get up the stairs for free. You'll notice Cloud9, on their CT side, they really don't like to touch connector a whole lot. The only time you'll ever really see them there is when OC sets up with the AWP like we saw in that first rifle round. But other than that, they often move away from it. So that's going to give Liquid a lot of room on this rotation position to go back between the sites. Cloud9 gambling on A. 3 here, double pushed on long as well. The AWP is going to swap back, running away. The footsteps might be heard. It might bait Elige in, thinking there's no one close. But there is someone close, and Motum tries to peek the angle close, but Elige was already wider than he anticipated. JT getting aggressive to cut this late rotation back as Liquid set up outside of the B bomb site. Ooh.
Oh, JT has just been flashed through that smoke, and he gets the information that there's nobody mid. So we're going to see OC start to rotate down into the B site. The timing's going to be there. The flashes are good. Sonic getting one. Floppy coming in with the other. Sonic still trying to stand the test of time, but you got to get past Naf, and he's not in a position to let this site go. Oh. He's found himself another onto 3, leaving JT all alone, unable to even play into the round. He's had a rough start here on Overpass. It's a 5th locked and loaded for Team Liquid.
A crucial kill from Elysian long, where it kept Cloud9 up with 2 on that A site. A very weak B defense as a result. Naf's able to trade his way pretty effectively there, even getting rid of the AWP that's going to be unable to be saved. JT did look for it in the smoke, but he didn't want to go too wide and, you know, risk his life for that. So just taking the M4 instead. It's at least something into this follow-up round for Cloud9. Liquid dominating the field. Coming in confident, which is what we wanted in this series, right? Remember, this is our last... We had our last playoff match in EU just a minute ago, where Vitality 2-0 FaZe, but now this is our last playoff match, or group match rather, for NA, for the playoffs.
You know how we had someone saying, pick a side? Well, I said pick a side to the guy with the Liquid jersey holding the Cloud9 jersey. Someone's just sent me a tattoo of Cloud9 and Stewie 2K. So literally this guy is unable to pick a side because both of them are on his wrist.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that'll be from the Golden Run at the League Major. Of course, it is a weird one, seeing a man like Stewie going up against Cloud9.
But all the more welcome as well. This Team Liquid squad has been dangerous for some time, and although they got a bit quiet earlier on in the year, many saying that, you know, that it's not like roster changes are what they need. They have time. Things are online right now, but I think this roster change is a great one, and you know, I'm sure everyone else agrees, because well, I'm not going to say the results have been there. We're still early days, but the results should be here. The results should appear. We'll have to wait and see. Winner of this game, obviously going on to face Chaos. So that's a huge matchup. Chaos looks really good in the group stages, even taking down Furia, which not many people expected. Quite a history there. So yeah, Liquid trying to get there in style. 5-1, the one rifle on JT, close toilets. Naf coming around the corner, immediately domes him. No chance for the CT side. This round is done. Forget about it. Lock it up. Move to the next. Twist is catching these rotations. Oh, he misses the timing onto Motum, but his teammate's covering it. Grim doesn't need to cover it because Twist has the kill eventually. And with a bomb planted, Floppy gets shot through the smoke. He doesn't even get a chance. 6-1, dominant stuff. Still 5 alive for Liquid, not even losing players.
I'm drawn to a man like Twists in this matchup because, like one of my favorite Furia players in Vinny, he's a 1920 by 1080 man. And there's something about aimers on that 16:9 resolution, Hugo, that looks so damn smooth. So you don't think that Rops, Twists, and Vinny have crisp aim?
That's not what I'm saying.
They should make a team with all the other 16:9 players. And then take over the world.
I'm a 4-3 player. I think most people, I think at this point, the majority of people are 4-3 players. In Pro CS.
Well,
Pro CS.
Any Twists and Rops would like to have a word.
Okay, you've picked 3 Counter-Strike players. Great Counter-Strike players, don't get me wrong, but 3.
Simple, even briefly switched over to 16:9.
And then realized
I don't know if he actually went back in the end. I think he did.
He did. He always does. You always come back to 4x3. Okay, let's go back to it, because this is the first proper gun round for Cloud9. They got a double AWP. That was what got them to close the game in overtime the other day against Liquid when they had the money. So going for it very early on. Got those deep Molotovs, and when you see them come down, Liquid often hold. They wait, and they know that Cloud9 are wanting to push the playground, push the party. Alicia's boosting up to try and stop that, try and spot that. And he may just do exactly that. It's OC dropped from the balloons, and very aware are Liquid. Motum's still here. So they check it. Nice little off angle with the AUG, and he's going to double down, getting his revenge and more. Twist coming in from that lower lurking connector. They are aware of the possibility, but they don't give it up. They actually just run back towards A from long. That's a safe decision. It keeps Cloud9 in the advantage, not willing or not risking to take that fight just yet. Trying to force Liquid into B, where 2 of their CTs remain.
Ooh, Floppy given a hard fight there. Sonic pressured now from short, flashed off the angle, the twist. Ooh, he's very, very blind. Floppy's flash.
Oh,
Stewie tagged as well. 1v3, gonna try and get the bomb down, but Motum should have this one locked in from the short side, and he does. It's actually snatched away by JT up in heaven. A second on the board for Cloud9. His boost was nice, but then Motum immediately going above and beyond the Call of Duty down in middle.
yeah. I don't know who threw that flash as well, but it fully wiped Twist. I can only assume it was JT from heaven, but that is perfect. Floppy gets blinded by a T-flash. Twist gets blinded, can't commit to the fight, doesn't really know where he is, and Sonic's ends faster because he was flashed first. So that double orb finding success, even if OC was immediately dropped, they'll have it back again. It's just a go-to, man. It's just every round relentless. Cloud9 force utility out of Liquid by throwing that deep Molotov in middle. It means Liquid just have to smoke it if they want this mid control, if they don't want to be pushed back out of, you know, what should be free real estate. That's fine dedicating one piece of utility to that. They will move out into middle. OC misses the timing. He could catch Stewie late, but he's setting up flashes, and they're going through the smoke.
Ooh, OC just getting away there. Just about. Toilets control taken for Liquid, though. They're going to reroute over here to long. Now, Motum, he went aggressive in this position in the exact same way a couple of rounds ago and got dropped for it. But this time, the flash is there. And Motum doubles up before Stewie is able to help his teammates out. Grim and Elige, they meet a rather twisted fate. Naf is fully blind while he gets that kill onto Floppy. Now this B play looking to come through, but Cloud9 preemptive rotations are the name of the game. They've got all three here. Liquid are walking in to the stack at B.
20 seconds, they got to go as well. The barrel volley won't do a thing. Sonic's got the shot. He can go back after the flash, and Sonic lighting them up with all three kills. No issue. The double AWP is working wonders. I say that, it's just the second orb. That's the only one getting kills. OC had a nice start earlier in their first rifle round, but since that point, it's just been Sonic holding this lower bomb site very, very well. This guy is such a talent. Yeah, that's got to feel bad. Certainly, Liquid walk into the full setup, and the utility doesn't bail them out either. Stewie's on the orb now on this T side, coming in as soon as they can. Liquid never brought up the orb on the T side where they play Cloud9 last. This is already a bit of a change to see this weapon in play. Outside of B, holding on to Monster, it looks like they're just going to get popped in pretty early on while these two put pressure on A. It's 3 CTs down and lower for Cloud9. They are very passive. At the back of the site, Sonic there are Graffiti, and Liquid throwing in the utility to creepy crawl their way out Monster.
And Cloud9 running straight back at A. You're going to go ahead and sift Motum into the B site. So once more, if Liquid commit to this, they are walking in to a very heavy stack on the other side. And this all comes down to now, are they going to commit to it? With that Monster smoke landing, there might be a peek about to come through over at Monster, because it's very, very deep. That's not actually going to put a stop to a push, especially with how much territory Liquid currently have. And so here it comes into the site. Sonic going to nail Naf and remove him from the round. They get in, they get this bomb planted, or maybe Floppy waiting in this smoke could have made a difference there. They catch Sonic. Stewie finds that frag. Floppy through the smoke gets dropped by Grim. And we're into this 3-on-4. JT closing the distance onto Stewie. Clotheslines him. And now with the bomb ticking down, it's Cloud9 on the clock. Grim, the man, finally put to a stop. And this leaves JT and OC 2v1. There's almost the lineup, but OC has his teammates back. Cloud9 grab a fourth.
Oh my, that is crazy. The utility is just unbearable for Liquid. They can't see a thing. Flashes back through, players pushing smokes, but it's the orb that gets them through. This time it is OC. And you could see Liquid after they get out Monster. It's not like they were rushing the B site anyway, but they molly barrels and Cloud9 smoke it. They had a really passive setup. And so Liquid, then they don't look super convinced. It doesn't feel like they really believe that there's a player there. And that's why Cloud9 is smoking it. But They do their due diligence, and they re-molly it after the smoke fades, making sure no one swings. It was only Cloud9 trying to bait Liquid, and it doesn't really work. Regardless, Liquid, a plant will give them some money. They get a smoke for the mid-molly, and OC, flashed out, has to fall back fast. It's a pistol chasing him down. Naf, not a lot of ammo, can't afford to spam those shots through the smoke. OC's got to fall back again. He's got cover from Motum. Surely the pistols overwhelm them here. They're trapped inside of the toilets. OC, only man standing, and he's still going to put up a double. Surely not a he flicks back, and Stewie is going to get the trade, but that's all it will be, a trade before Cloud9 pick up the round and save both orbs once again.
How's like a scene from like World War Z or something like that? Just getting flooded by all these creatures, and Cloud9, they kind of outlast it till they don't, and then they do. 5 on the board now. And closing the distance between them and Team Liquid. This is an impressive little CT side run that Cloud9 have been able to cobble together.
4 in a row. Quite the recovery. Liege solo middle. We got the B default here for Liquid with 3. It's not really been working out for them all too well on this B-bomb site. Liege, he knew about it. He was ready for the angle. He still can't hit the shot. Twist certainly can. Sonic, unaware the Twist was so deep. We are going to be seeing him hiding in that back left corner, connected quite a lot on this T side, not rushing down and clearing the stairs, but taking his sweet, sweet time. And that nets him a kill. We still have mid-control for Cloud9. Motum pushed up towards the playground from long, and he is still here. You can see that little gap. You can see the feet floppy. Oh dear, how does he get away with that kill? Stewie spams, he sprays, he prays, but he will get traded. Grim, same story. It's OC hitting the shot before he drops, and Naf got a molly in the back of the pit. That's going to leave JT kind of stranded, stuck in the water. Motum on this big flank as well. Oh, he's got the bomb. I don't know if Naf saw him there. He turned around. Motum can now just hold on. Twist is going to check the angle, and he spots the arm. There it goes. Motum just a little bit too wide on the corner. JT now pushing up to close the round to take back down both these Ts, but Naf was waiting for it, and Liquid finds 7. They do find a solution after all.
And even though we had that 4-round streak for Cloud9, it wasn't enough to build up the money. They're onto a partial investment at best here.
Yeah, I don't know if Naf spotted Motum on the flank there, but Twist obviously does. He sees his arm just poking out around the corner, but yeah, Motum had a really good chance to just win that round right there and there. Even if he held that angle towards Monster, Naf was about to peek it, and Motum certainly would have finished the job. So that's very close, but not quite. And like you said, broken money. Cloud9 have to hold off.
Ooh, Twist getting pressured. They're pushing him, and the Deagles, they make quick work of Twist. Now, wrapping through long, and the rest of Team Liquid with a bit of attention given to mid with that molly, but that's the extent of it. Whoa, Grim, how's he gotten 3 there? What? Okay. All right, Grim ain't messing around. He's leading the charge into this site. Not ready for the players at short, but Liege is there to bail them out. And Team Liquid put an 8th up. I want to see that 3K replay. It looked like a stray bullet caught the man at the back. Look at this, Grim. Whoop.
Oh, he flicks back. Like, even so, that's ridiculous.
That's filthy, man. Yeah, have a little laugh to yourself, man. You've earned it. That was nuts.
Yeah, Cloud9, I love Liquid, I love the brute forcing on these anti-ecos, right? Just good space and good grouping, running down Cloud9, even though Cloud9 like to do the same and crunch on the CT side there with 3 toilet, 2 connector. Liquid bypass them on long, the comp players come out to short, and Liquid are just all next to each other. So easy to trade, not that they really need to. Another buy for Cloud9. The orb is allowed. Floppy, oh, that's dangerous. He gets out with 1 point of health remaining.
Lots of attention down here towards short and B. And they lose Sonic down in the connector. Now that's going to force OC to take up this position. On the upside, though, you've got your AWP in quite the angle, right? He's able to keep an eye on short. He spots that there's no one in connector. And now he goes back to anchor this B bomb site. So that allowed Cloud9 to rotate players in towards A. However, now that they aggress up towards long, the bomb has since left this side of the map all the way back to B. Elige was waiting for that kill. And Motum gets his revenge over at long. Now the B execute comes in. OC with the AWP has to put on quite the show. There's already a player in deep, and he might not be aware. He's not. Twists on the entry. 3 kills in the round, and the B site belongs to him. It's Team Liquid getting that bomb planted, leaving JT and Motum up against the odds.
Yeah, so much so that they're not even going to attempt it. They're not going to double down and put their chips into play. They'll just bail and get away with the guns. There was a gap in that heaven smoke. Stewie threw it while running. Very difficult one, but Floppy tries to exploit the gap, and all that does is give Twist the entry. I feel like JT certainly could have gotten a kill back into that round from that gap. It wasn't being watched after they got that kill. But he'll never know. As Cloud9, they want the money. They want the chance to fight for the last round of the half, and that they will. Have a little bit of cash to spend. Yeah, it's certainly not pretty. And so that's why this save makes all the difference here for Cloud9. Liquid, are we getting a repeat of this same match from the other day? A potential 10-5 half on the cards. Don't think Cloud9 are out of this by any means. Their T-side is far more lethal on this map. But Liquid right now are looking hot to trot.
Gonna flash Motum for a mid-peek. Flash goes over, Motum sees nothing. But that Molotov was extinguished by a smoke, so that gives up that there are players here. And that assures Cloud9 that this 3-man mid-hold is the right call to make, at least for now. I'll note that Naf is still waiting around outside of B, just making sure that no aggression comes through from Cloud9. And that keeps the avenue open for Liquid to go back in one of these B plays later in the half. Later in the round, rather.
Yeah, Cloud9 look like they want to push Monster, and then every time that has happened, it's been punished. So that would be a very risky move with, well, not a lot of gain, unless Naf moves away, which is exactly what he's done. But unfortunately, it might come all too late, because Cloud9 are about to meet their brutal fate. Grim finding Motum in toilets. There's 2 more CTs here, double set up, but that gives up the long to A play that Elige could exploit. And they're mollying this too. They're being methodical as they can be. Pushed forward. OC gets one, doubles down. Naf will trade, but OC's made things happen. Unfortunately, they haven't got A, and Cloud9 is scurrying to rotate.
Egan and MP9, that's all they've got. It's definitely not ideal, and this should be drawing to a pretty clean close for Team Liquid. It's 10-5 at the end of the first half of play. Liquid lead in the charge, but we've seen this all before, and we know that an overtime could still be on the cards. You're gonna have to join us after a quick break to see how Overpass ends up. scrimmage the last time these teams faced off, but inverted. It was 10-5 back then. This time it's Liquid donning that same scoreline. Are we going to see the Cloud9 come back on the T side as they've got quite a tall order ahead of them?
Yeah, they certainly have the ability, right? There's no doubting there. The only issue with a round like with a score like this is it relies on the pistol, as many games do. But unfortunately, that round can, you know, spin like what's spin? Spinning top. I don't know. It can fall quite flat, and it can be RNG sometimes. You know, we know what pistol rounds are like. We've watched some Counter-Strike in our time. So Cloud9 really need to hit the nail on the head here. Liquid pushing long. All the utility on OC is up for grabs here, plus the P250. Liquid double back. There's a couple of flashes for Cloud9 to get them in position, and already Liquid have hidden inside of the toilets. They're going to swing out together with 3. OC should be dead here. No way. He gets out alive and keeps his smoke as well. Cloud9 are running, connected to B, into the site. Stewie's got to put up a fight.
Yeah, but he runs past him. It's awkward. Twist doing his best he can, but it's only good for 1. And this B site crumbles under the pressure of Cloud9. Now they're going to try and boost into heaven.
Or not.
JT and Sonic, the 2 South African players, Sonic wasn't convinced. He actually said, JT, mate, I'm good. And let's see if that comes back to punish them now, as they've been forced into this awkward crossfire, but it doesn't matter. They put up the numbers, and the pistol round goes their way. 6 now on the board, as they look to hit the ground running in this second half.
Yeah, that was necessary, right? That was needed by Cloud9. So now this game's really heating up. That's going to make things interesting. Liquid trying to upset the grain by getting a round in early, trying to break the money before it can build by finding a force. We know how successful these rounds can be all over Counter-Strike. Any map, any half. Less on the T side when you lose a pistol, unless you get a bomb planted by a couple of AKs. But on the CT side, almost every time, Scout in mid for Naf, he'll fall away with a flash, but it won't actually blind him. He just doesn't want anything to do with it. Cloud9 waiting outside of B. JT throws his mid util. Liquid have 3 on A, a passive setup, and they're not going to see much here until it's already too late. If Cloud9 look for a heavy B execute with all this utility. Barrels Molly getting lined up by OC. That's going to push Twist out. He does like to throw this little electronic smoke round the pillar. We'll see if that can save him here. He has no time to react. Motum has already run through the site, and great flashbangs from Sonic put Cloud9 another round deeper. There's nothing Liquid can do about it but save.
I was just enjoying listening to all the running around, man.
It's really tempting to just do the same thing again, or at least a hard B hit when you have like this kind of buy. Cloud9 saved all these SMGs and Galils, which aren't great guns. And Cloud9, they have a lot of cool B rushes. They are really good at throwing smokes on the fly. You see the Heaven one down, but they also have these 2 deep CT smokes that land by Graffiti and ABC, like the CT spawn. That's a wide choke point, so you don't really usually smoke it, but Cloud9 have like a left and right one that they can throw on the fly, on the run, towards B off of spawns that land right here. So we might see that later on. It doesn't seem like it's going in right now, but they are looking towards B.
A little boost employed for Team Liquid. They didn't spot anything from it. And they rotate away as a result. That could be very poorly timed for the Liquid boys. Sonic maybe about to get jump scared, but he sees the feet, and that's all he needs.
What, feet?
Yeah. Feet in a dream. B-site belongs to Cloud9. Oh, that's stylish from Twists. Okay, gets 1, but this should still be the round for Cloud9. We've seen rounds like this spiral out of control, but with OC landing shots like that, it's not going to happen. He deals with the Heaven players. 8 on the board now for Cloud9. As this game is about to heat up, because now we got this buy round coming for Team Liquid. No more of this running around with pistols, blindly stacking a sight. Oh, it's the wrong site. They went B again. No, now we get the guns in play. We can even maybe see like a glass cannon come out on someone like Stewie.
I wouldn't be against that at all. We'll see what the plan is for Liquid. Elige getting away with some armor and his pistol. He dinged JT in middle for 90 and won, and couldn't finish the job because JT ran away. I don't blame him. But a nice little shot from Elige. Can actually drop over the orb. Naf is going to buy it up instead without the armor. That allows Elige to get the util in, which is nice and valuable. He's playing that top site though, so him and Naf are going to be side by side. Cloud9, bonus round. Remember, they still have those SMGs. We do see an AK come through onto JT, but still Galils and a MAC-10, so B looks like a good idea, but that's not where they're going early. Flashes into middle, OC moving through. We've got Naf posted on long, Elige toilet side. 3 on B here for Liquid, more of a standard start. If there's no rush, we can see Stewie just play that rotate roll, come up through heaven. Very supporting utility for his A players. Bottom's going to be able to flash off Elige, jump into the connector, clear that one out. No one here for Liquid. They're going to push short. They're going to get aggressive, but not for long. They spot the plays coming out door, and they already fall back. In the meantime, Naf posts up to toilets as Elige sets up in the divider, and Cloud9 are lining up a full B execute.
Twists, they're already out and past him. This aggression, it's so fast, and there's still a man down in the pit, but Stewie's got it all under control. 3 in the round, and Grim, still an unknown entity, gets them from the back. Liquid, 11 to their name. When the rifles are out and the big boys are here, things get scary. I will say that the raw pace of Cloud9 is what makes them scary. You know, like you could see that almost got out of hand. If it wasn't for Stewie lining up this 3K, that could have been a very, very scary round. So him being there in CT makes all the difference.
Yeah, Cloud9 aren't like your pug teammates where you say, okay, guys, we're going to rush B, everyone go, and then no one wants to go first. No one wants to die. No, these guys will sacrifice themselves for the cause. They will be the martyrs as long as they get traded. But sometimes it doesn't happen. We have this, oh dear, Molly. I want to wait that one out. Still back to 2 on A. Elige going back to check long. They don't actually have much mid-info. And Nafa's in the toilets with his orb taking that position. So a very tight gap. OC posted up over on long as his team move up. Can flash them into toilets if needed. JT will do it instead. Just taking map control right now. We've got Sonic holding B. Liquid cycling re-smokes towards Monster while they take short. Short B was a solution for Liquid last time on the CT side when they were going down 7-0. They won back-to-back rounds off of the back of Stewie on that railing position that we so, is so iconic for Liquid, for both him and Twist. And then, another round where Twist was like tucked in the cubby on B short. So Liquid, they've already got the early info. They know it's A. They're ready for this take. Cloud9 getting an entry, but it's double traded back, and the flick from Naf is perfect. He's on the orb, up close with a no scope. It will miss, and Floppy overruns him, but he knows this bomb is still dropped back on long, and Sonic is running right past the player in the toilet. It's calmed, it's cooled, but he's not ready for Stewie so close, leaving Floppy in another clutch.
With the player wrapping in, his head's on a swivel, does find the first, but Grim trades. 12 for Team Liquid, 1 player surviving. They just about get that round in their favor. Now 4 between them and Cloud9, and on the back of that one going in favor of Liquid with no bomb plant, there's no money for Cloud9. So a 13th maybe looming here. Nice flick. Shame about the missed no-scopes, man. That would have completed the nice little hat trick for Naf and made that round that much cleaner.
Well, they'll take the round regardless. Finding 2 in a row for Liquid. This is a problem for Cloud9, and they're going to take an eco towards B. Pretty decent investment, but Liquid have boosted up on the short side. I like this as well. We see more teams do this nowadays on the CT side, throwing the nade onto the connected door and even comboing it with a boost. They can watch it. No need, because it's a monster rush from 4. Twist spraying and praying. He's going to get 2 somehow, some way. Traded by Sonic. Grim holding his own in the back of the site. He needs support. Stewie swings, and Elige from heaven. There's just everyone here for Liquid. 4 players on that B bomb site. They are ready for the rush, and Cloud9 walk into the waiting arms of these CTs. This is it now. This is where you got to put your money where your mouth is, Motum. You called a quick 2-0 over Liquid. Obviously somewhat in jest, but yeah, this is not as clean as they would have liked, and it's going to rely on this rifle round if they want to take it over the line.
Was it in jest, though?
I'm going to say yes.
I didn't think Americans did sarcasm.
Oh, we'll have to find out, Frankie.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Martin is an exception to the rule. Floppy down here. Oop, there's a double. Elysian Naff on the wrong side of a Floppy man. He's opened this round up. And he's made this very hard round that much easier. A is the aim of the game. And will this be a game of aim as Stewie inside of the bank getting pressured? Famus, obviously complete garbage, and he knows it, we know it. Martin knows it the most as he survives the flurry and responds with the AK.
Monster push clearly for saving purposes, nothing more, nothing less. They could want to get out with guns as Cloud9. Flawless round on this T side, that's nice. Big spray down from Floppy in the connector as well, finding 2 early picks. I mean, it's hard to lose a round when it starts like that. Although we've all been there. And will continue to be. No hunting for Cloud9 either, right? They've yet to build up too much money, so they're more looking to build their own rather than take away Liquid's. It's not like Liquid are rich either. And kaboom, 9 rounds onto this T side. Find it weird sometimes when the bomb doesn't go off, you know? You don't, like, it explodes, but the animation doesn't happen.
Oh, now this is what Overpass needs as a permanent fixture. A giant Moses O'Toole screen, just looking onward, judging everyone and everything.
Bald Eagle looking over, not Cloud9, Liquid, rather. Or maybe looking over Cloud9 from spawn, going full Olaf into their spawn, checking out what's happening around Monster.
Fast play down towards short side of Cloud9. They get Sonic out. 3 players in through the connector as well. And this time, Team Liquid, they've given up all this control right out of the gate. That's quite the bit of territory to give to Cloud9. We know how fast these guys like to move once they feel the time is right.
Ooh.
Okay, Stewie.
Ooh.
Sure, man. Why not? You know, any more? Shadow spotted over here in mid as well for Naff. Now he knows that there's players about to come his way. Knowing is only half the battle, however. And Elige gonna fall shortly thereafter. We're into this 3-on-4. The first man rotating up is Mr. Stewie. What can he do here on the truck? He's got to try and drive by Cloud9, and he gets away with some damage before getting dropped, leaving Twist and Grim to overcome the likes of JT and OC. Their names might rhyme, but now it's time for the 1v1. Twist's coming in from the bank. OC can't see a thing from this position. Twist retrieving the kit, smokes the bomb. He might just stick it in the AWP. Not ideal to spam this smoke. Oh dear, there it is, Twist. I love that, everything about that. He knows it's the AWP on OC. That is probably the best weapon to be sticking that defuse against. And then he drops the smoke. He sits purposefully as far back as he can from the bomb, not being on top of it so you can just spam right by that bomb. I don't blame OC there for not being able to hit that shot. You've got, with the kit, maybe 2-3 chances before that defuse comes in. Doesn't happen.
Oh, Moses getting hyped. I like that as well. And the first thing OC does, right? Like, he doesn't know that that's a stick, and he doesn't want to assume it is either. So he's checking on top of the box, seeing if Twist is playing a one-way. It's not the case. Yeah, I love that. When players position themselves for a defuse like that away from the angle that they know they can be seen from, that's smart, calculated play. And finally, a man advantage for Liquid in the connector from the man himself. Aforementioned Twist getting a kill to start for Liquid, and they can even send a rotate down B if they want. They still have 2 players on A. OC spots with the AWP. Now that should be info that Elige got back too. So actually, if he did get that info, that's the bomb. I don't think Liquid actually did see it because they probably would have rotated far more heavily if they had. Twist is flashing it regardless. But yeah, the bomb on long right now. If anything, that like hints towards Cloud9 wanting to hit a late B, because why would you give that info up for free like that? They are setting up utility for this execute. Notice Naf in a very pivotal position right now, close toilet. And right now, we're going to see Cloud9 move up close towards it. He's pushed inside of the cubicle as well. JT's not going to be ready for this one. It might blindside him. He's not going to be checking his back as he moves into the site. So it's down to OC to win this one.
Oh, OC's checking it, though, and that's not a fight that Naf can long out. If that's an AK checking it, maybe he has a chance, but OC rounding the corner with the AWP, and now a smoke to follow up at the truck. Elige, there is a gaping hole in that, and he's peeking through it. Inner damage, nothing to write home about, even more damage now. USP out, but he falls 2 on 3. And with OC so damn low, this would be tempting to see them go for it. Stewie waiting for Grim to arrive in rotation. Now, money isn't good for Liquid. If they go for this and they lose, they are eco in this follow-up round. Even if they save, it's not too valuable to Team Liquid. But they are going to bow out. They give this round up. It's a 10th on the board for Cloud9.
I'm actually super surprised Liquid don't give that a go, right? Not just a kit drop. You can see there by the truck on the right side, but also Grim had a flash to pop Stewie in. Elige definitely would have called that he did some significant damage to that AWP. I think that was a very winnable round for Liquid, especially with the fact that Cloud9 weren't like backed into the toilets playing the bomb. They were hanging around on the site. They were looking for kills, and they were playing a crossfire. Liquid, I respect it, playing the numbers game. Maybe that's a Moses call. We'll see. But yeah, it's a one for the money. It's one for the long game. That's what Liquid are playing. It was an OT last time. It's on the cards again. Cloud9 fighting tooth and nail on this T side. It's been back and forth for these last few. Elige, the fact that he gets no kills there is heartbreaking. He really could have gotten a lot done from that position. Just runs out of ammo on the spray on OC. And they've actually brought around this couple of saved weaponry as well. Here's the B rush, it seems, for Cloud9. Look at the smokes, not just Heaven, but 2 CT smokes. That cuts off any rotation, but it's not a standard rotate anyway. It's down to the men on the site. And actually, Cloud9, they throw all of these grenades, all of this utility, and not a single player pushes in.
They're going to throw this boost up. Martin going to get put up on the head of Sonic. There's the jump. Over he goes. No one at barrels, and they're actually aggressing at short. This, depending on the timing here, could be pretty big. If they were to go any further forward... Oh, no, Twist! The jump betrays him. And the boost finds the opener. Now, Elige here in the toilets. Here's the utility going out in middle. He's in a pretty key spot. He's the only man at this A-bomb site.
I was wondering why they were throwing the smokes and not committing, but that's exactly why. They're doing it off the back of the boost. They know those deep CT smokes forced Liquid out of positions like Graffiti and CT and Heaven. They have to play the site, they have to play the water, and therefore that boost is far more viable than it would be otherwise.
Oh, the A play looking to come in. Naf. This is not going to be an easy spot for him, and now it's made even harder by that dink from Floppy. This A site has crumbled under the weight of Cloud9. And with being forced bought into this, you were hoping for a little bit more. That's a nice shot from Naf. Surely not ready for Floppy up close, and indeed he isn't. Grim does find one more, dropping them into this 2-on-3. Stewie, wrapping in through the connector, has been able to retrieve an M4 as well, but the timing just not there for him. Grim's gone deep, but there's Floppy to put him in the ground. It's 11 for Cloud9. No money for Team Liquid. A chance at a 12. This is why we were excited about the Overpass game.
Yeah, for good reason. This is going the distance. You can feel it. You can taste it. Cloud9 building into this one as they do on the T side. NA fans out in full force tonight. Full USPs. Liquid popping mid with the flashbang. It's on Grim. Cloud9 are moving slow into middle. They're about to meet their makers, though. JT with the spray. The flash is good. He sprays anyway, and he gets all 3. There's the long player gone as well. 4K for JT. Lovely stuff. Does not falter, does not fall. And Cloud9, they continue to build money and build rounds.
Wouldn't think that's the face of a man who's just annihilated Team Liquid. very, very stern, and justifiably so, because they know that even though they're winning these rounds, this game is by no means over, as we saw the last time these two teams went head-to-head on Overpass. I think both these squads are in this for the long haul.
Yeah.
I love the confidence as well. Like Martin was saying, how they're playing Overpass again. I thought maybe that could have been a bait, but no, they were deadly serious, and justifiably so. Cloud9's a team with a lot of character, and that's what you got to love about them.
Yeah, I mean, Overpass has been their go-to map for some time. They almost always win it. It's what got them here. So no surprise to see them even just admitting that. Liquid, probably not too surprised by the pick either, but confident in the depth of their map pool to take this series over the line, as they did last time, despite losing this map. So that's still in the back of the mind here for Cloud9. Like they, you know, even if, I don't want to, not that they're a one-trick pony by any means, but even if they win Overpass, it means nothing in the grand scheme of things. They need to do it on back-to-back maps or a third. Liquid won't make it easy for them. So Cloud9, hopefully they've done their homework regardless of how this one goes. Down to B. AAA setup right now. JT selling the fake with full util. Molly's the truck as well. That's going to keep Liquid in the wrong place as Cloud9 head into this B bomb site. They're going for a double monster. Grim, oh, he's so blind. He gets dinked through the metal and falls down. Twist is a strong anchor in this position, but only one was spotted, and so he turns around after that kill. OC entering to a lead, and somehow, someway, Cloud9 have flipped this on its head.
Stewie and Naf in a 2-on-3 that they kind of have to attempt. OC is very, very low, but he's still fighting. They try and deal with Morton while they've got him alone, but this leaves Naf in a clutch. Down to the 1v2. OC around the back of the pillar. I think they've seen his barrel there in this position. Naf should have an idea where they both are, but OC swings wide. Cloud9 onto a 13th. As they look to get this one done, this time in regulation, one away from tying this game up, and with an eco looming for Team Liquid, it feels inevitable that we're going to end on 14-14, and that's where things get really interesting.
What a crazy peak for OC. This man is mad. Like, he kills a leash coming out from CT, and then he even swings for the fight into the last player when that CT knows exactly where JT is sat on the boxes. So risky, but also comes with some reward. Nice little spam for Sonic outside of the B site. He's going to do a lot of damage. Double con setup. It's a full eco, almost full Liquid. They got a bit of investment, and that first man plucked out from the top side from JT. Motum walking into two. The door swings out, and they were not ready for that one. Both kills going the way of Cloud9 leaves Liquid with just one man. These rounds are super quick, man. Some of these rounds are just, even the gun rounds, like decided in 20, 30 seconds. Everyone's so fast to be taking these fights.
I like the idea that Cloud9 maybe just saw how Fury are playing. We're like, yeah, that. And then, you know, that's just the game plan, this fast, aggressive CS that keeps catching Liquid off guard. They never seem ready for the pace. And so this is it. Like, this is such a pivotal moment. Team Liquid, this is their buy, right? They've got the AWPs, they've got the utility, they've got everything they possibly need. It's been a 5-round streak to get Cloud9 to this scoreline. And if this buy doesn't pan out for Team Liquid, they are the ones force buying up against 15 on the other side. And the same cannot be said for Cloud9. They've even got OC with max cash, for crying out loud. They are not in the same boat whatsoever. And so even if this round ends up going in favor of Liquid, overtime is still a huge possibility with a full buy looming for Cloud9. The pressure right now is on Team Liquid to perform.
Yeah, they may have 10-5 the half, but I sat here still thinking, yeah, this one's probably going to go 30. It's probably going to go the distance. And boy, has this lived up to the hype, to the expectation. But what do Liquid expect from Cloud9 in this one? Avoiding the spam this time, rightly so, with Sonic doing damage in the previous round. I like the little cheeky position from Twist on the back of B. This might catch some players off guard as they try and cross. Does kind of leave you stuck out here, hung out here to dry. Oh, he's seen some feet. He's not going to take the shot. He's going to wait until he gets a little bit more. He sees so many toes, but Twist doesn't want to bite the bullet just yet. He wants to wait for the right opportunity, and there it is, a free kill onto Motum. Can he get out alive? There's spam back. He's stuck on the corner, but he does survive. Liquid with a man advantage, and Cloud9 fully stacked outside of B. They might rely on JT to cause a bit of a ruckus here, but he has used all of his grenades already. He can't cause a fake. He can't store rotations. He's just got to call for his team to join him up on this top site.
Ali's down here in connector. They're being loud. He's heard the footsteps. He might start calling for a rotation back. And OC caught with a nade out. Another man falls for Cloud9, and Elige gets the hell out of danger while he can, falling back to play the man advantage. They completely relinquish control at the A bomb site. They set up for a 5-on-3 retake. They overcome the aggression by just dodging it all together. Tag through the box.
Boy.
Oh, Floppy's on 1 HP, and there's the killing blow for Naf. Third time is a charm. Sonic left in the clutch, and a lot to do. Grim finds him. It's 15 for Liquid. 4 players staying alive as well is so damn key, because if this had come down to like a 1v1, even though you would win the round, you would have nothing. Yeah. Moving into the follow-up, right? Up with 15 to your name, and so overtime would be so damn likely. The fact that they keep 4 up means they've got full rifles again, and we have another full buy for both teams to see if this goes to overtime, if history repeats itself, or if Liquid walk away with the win.
Oh, that would feel good, wouldn't it? Naf, he hits 2 wallbang shots and then the grenade, and it takes him a final bullet to kill Floppy after the plant. He at least gets the bomb down, but it means nothing. Like you said, money isn't the issue for Cloud9. They just wanted to get themselves into a viable round. It's not the case. And boy, oh boy, Liquid 15-14. I love that play from Elige as well. He's so patient in the connector. He doesn't try and do anything. He doesn't try and make a move. And because Cloud9 never send a player down there, he picks the perfect time as he hears Cloud9 walking up mid to strike them in the back to take out the orb, and then to run out B short like that. You get all the info. You immediately clear out B. Unless it's like a 4-man monster rush, you know it's going to be that A take. So his entire team rotate up CT spawn, and Liquid have A under control. Great work from Elige. He wins that round for his team. And now, well, Liquid, they've got to do it again, or we start the clock over once more. 3 creepy crawlers through connector. Cloud9 moving as a unit, as a pack, up towards the top of A. It's a 4-man B setup to start. Elige throws utility and does retreat towards the top. Naf is on long, and he needs to hit this shot because Sonic just flashed him off the angle. He's actually going to go all the way back. He's going to swap positions with Elige, go full bait and switch here. Team Liquid, they don't have any info towards short. Naf is trying to check on timings, but if that smoke fades, he would be up for grabs to Floppy. Re-smoke down. That's knowledge for Cloud9. There's 2 on A, but that should be no surprise. Minute on the clock, you see that rotate Stewie, and the anchor man coming up quick. There's the flash deep. Elige will fall, and now Cloud9 low, thanks to the utility, will be committing.
In they go, they catch Naf. Stewie's got to do it all from behind the truck, and Floppy's up close. Down he goes. Overtime feels inevitable unless Twists and Grim can do the unthinkable. 2v4 in the retake. Oh no! A bit of team damage from Grim brings Twist even lower. Playing and getting dropped at the dumpster. Down goes Grim, and we run it back again. Overtime, just like the last time these teams faced on Overpass. You don't want to miss it, because it's going to be a belter.
Picking up scars and I hold them close. They shot me down, but I got this follow me home.
We get ready to head in to overtime. Now, last time we were in this situation, Cloud9 walked away with the victory on Overpass, 19-17. Is history going to repeat itself, or are Team Liquid out for revenge?
It's never going to be that easy with Cloud9 starting on the T side. This has been a game of T halves, 10-5 apiece. Deja vu fans unite. Cloud9 outside of B right now. They're getting flanked. Elige, this is a ballsy play. He's going to hear the footsteps. He's going to hear JT. And even with this kill, that's it. That's the jig up. Cloud9, they're running into a site where Liquid have all the info, but they lose both engagements immediately. Their utility continues to remain king, and Cloud9 flashing Liquid out will get control of B. That smoke should allow Grim to push in through past the sandbags and get control, but Cloud9 are watching for it. They're going to take deep CT control. It is trading places right now. This bomb can't even be planted. Sonic's got to hop, skip, jump back to the site, and he will be able to get a chance to plant. Liquid smoke has faded, and they're going to look to try and stop these teams from escaping.
Oh, flash is good. That gets them off the angle, albeit momentarily. Elige following up, and a big way to enter overtime. Now Sonic all alone, and Elige cements it with 4. That is crucial. Elige has had a pretty uncharacteristically quiet game earlier on in regulation. Well, now arriving in a big way the moment we hit overtime, and that's what we needed for Team Liquid. 16 now on the board as they take the first in OT.
Yeah, it feels like despite that info that Elige gets, seeing JT running back, even the rotate was fairly slow for Liquid. Luckily, the players in the site at least get a kill to buy time, but you would have hoped for a little bit more of a hold. Luckily enough, it's not a worry. The retake is excellent, and Liquid, they get it done. Up to 16 now. AWP's a piece. Liquid smoking the molly, but they don't do it the second time around. That second Molotov inside a playground. Cloud9. Oh, they're so blind.
Who's blinder? Let's see.
Yeah, Motum just staring at the fences. He doesn't want a flash to pop and a CT to push. That's not going to be the case, though. Liquid have fallen back safely now. Naf holding onto the playground, or the party, rather.
One of my favorite things that you sometimes see teams do, and this works in your pugs at home as well, is to just all-in aggro long very, very fast. And so often, especially with an aggressive toilets hold, the kind of awareness of that happens just a little bit too late, and you have such an advanced position that you can catch these players off guard. Now, with Team Liquid falling back more passively, that's not something that would have worked so flawlessly for Cloud9. And this molly is going to give up the aim of the game, that they are very, very deep in through long. Here comes the aggression, here comes the push, and Stewie mows them down. OC trying to trade, but nothing's presented itself yet. He ducks away, and now is left to try and recuperate these lost men. Is Sonic, little ways away, now moving up in from middle. Uh-oh, they don't know about Twist, they don't know about him, and that's a kill. Grim on the flank, it's 17 for Liquid as they get 2 on this CT side.
Stewie's rotations have been on the ball today, right? Like running up between B and A. He's that guy to do that for Liquid. He was actually already on the site. So as you talk about that toilet setup, you were very right. Cloud9 gained a lot of position that Liquid had no idea about. But Stewie came up maybe a few seconds before that truck molly comes through, and then he can put a mow down spray in. Even after OC misses the shot to Dice, jumps out of the smoke and gets out alive, trading places with Twists off of B. So yeah, like I said, Cloud9 not ready for all those rotates, how quick they were. Liquid up by 2 on this CT side. Strong start to this one. Stewie, he's got this kill before. He's going to go for it again. Oh dear, I would not want to be standing in the water right now if I'm Cloud9.
Credit to Moses as well, because he knows how to give us a good redemption storyline here if Team Liquid are able to overcome this one in OT.
This man's read his fair share of runner shows. He's writing a pretty sick script for us right now. But can Liquid clean it up? Can they go flawless here on the CT side? Looking for a 3-0. That'll be perfection, especially considering this has been 10-round T-sides either way. Flash to short, Grim goes aggressive, Motum's waiting, and he's got a teammate to draw in the attention as well. Sonic takes the kill, Motum follows up, Naf will drop one at A, but it's all on a Liege. Oh, they go back to get the bomb, the whiff spray, a Liege, he looks clean indeed, he's found a second, and he saved this map for Liquid, he saved the round, bomb at his feet, and that is a big error for Cloud9. They are going to come to regret it, and now they have to come to pick up the bomb. Stewie on a flank, and a Liege holding on.
Stewie's probably told them they're both on their way, and Elise swinging out gets a lot of damage. It's down to a 1v1. Stewie versus Motum. And Stewie down in the connector, holding for the fallback into B. He's played this to perfection. And oh no, it's all over in this half. Flawless for Team Liquid. And nothing for Cloud9. They wanted the redemption. They wanted the revenge. It goes to OT, and they go flawless in the first half.
That's got to feel good right now. Now they have 3 opportunities just to find one round to close out this map. This is the pick of Cloud9. This is the one that Cloud9 managed to beat Liquid on the other day. But as we often say, Harry, you learn more from a loss than you do a win. And, well, for Cloud9, that's going to come back to bite them in the arse right now. There's still 2 more maps potentially in this series, right? And not to say that this one's done and dusted here and now. Cloud9 coming with a double orb. That was so good in regulation. Sonic was hitting his shots on B, and that will not change for a second. Floppy flashing over, Naf full white, and Sonic hits the shot to open up this one. Cloud9, 5 on 4. Liquid now having to draw back this round from a disadvantage. They've got everyone in middle. Smoke in the toilets, cuts off OC's line of sight. He's going to go wide on the divider, but Liquid molly that as well. They give him no opportunity, no avenue to peek, and they're going to walk right through this smoke.
Flash in, Motum could get caught, but instead it's OC who might face a terrible fate. Has support from JT to peek a little bit later, but he's missed the chance. Motum, oh no! Tried to come in on the flank, he gets cut down. The A site belongs to Team Liquid. Floppy up on rotation is going to go absolutely huge, and they're already past him. It all falls onto Sonic to keep this dream alive. And with just 17 points of health, it feels unlikely. Liquid, it's the perfect revenge story here on Overpass. Not only does it go to OT again, but they might get it done flawlessly without dropping a single round the moment OT comes, and there it is. Team Liquid 1-0 up in the series right now. Vertigo coming up next. Things